Hello, welcome to the part 2 of our story about our dear friend Mr. KFC. To do a little reminder, at the part 1 we left off, as our friend KFC had just turned into a fake nigger. Yes, because the mommy and the daddy decided to even out the color with Sharpies. So here we go.
And everything was fine. Everything was fine with the fake nigger. Until he was in kindergarten. You see, because now he would be with the real niggers, you know? And the real niggers would always be looking at him like, this nigger is suspicious. Really, really suspicious. Yes. But at first they didn't think nothing of it, you know? Because it's just a little boy. He may not have been raised the same, you know? And so, you know, kindergarten was going good, everything. He was making friends. He was making friends, as I was saying, you know? Like, everything went fine. Until he got into the primary school. That's when people started seeing that he was kind of a weird nigger, you know? He did not blend with the other niggers, you know? And so, Keith was starting to be, you know, a real nigger, like slanging dope, like shooting guns and shit, but you know, like by himself. Genre not with the homeboys, genre all alone by himself. But then, the primary school gang, they started approaching him like, hey, what's up, nigga, you know, where you from, with all the gang signs and everything, you know. And then Keith, he replied with the gang signs and shit, and they made friends, you know. And everything was fine. He was now in a gang. And you know what his name was? Because, you know, Keith Fisher Clarkson is just so long for a nigger to say. They shortcutted that shit to KFC. Yes. Because his name is Keith, K, Fisher, F, Clarkson, C. So KFC. So KFC and the niggers were driving. You know, they don't have the permit because they're young, but they're niggers. So they stole the car of somebody and they went into the enemy neighborhood. And you see, Keith was being like a real thug, you know, like showing the gang signs out the window, sitting on the fucking like window, you know, like, showing the guns and everything. But he made a real mistake. You see, it's not a real nigger. He's a fake nigger. So as they come close to the enemy house and they start shooting, all the other niggers realized that he was a fake nigger. And you would say, how? How would that be so obvious? Keith is shooting. Mr. KFC is shooting weapons. Everything normal for a nigger. Está shooting everywhere. And está not hitting anything. But you see, the big mistake was his gun was not crooked on the side, and he was not touching his balls while shooting. And you see, the other niggas, as they saw that, they got mad. They got mad and like, how could we get like fooled by a fake nigga? And now KFC, he was a really sad man. A really, really sad man. Because now everybody knew that he was a fake nigga. He was just a very darkened white bitch. So, as Keith came back to his home, his mommy and his daddy was waiting for him. You know why? Because the friends and the moms and the daddies of the friends had called the mommy and the daddy of KFC. Yes. And now there was no coming back. They had to tell their child why he was a fake nigger. And you see, his mommy was being all real and shit. Like, oh, like, yes, when you were young, like, you played with the paint and everything, and we were unaware because we were fighting and everything, and you know, Keith was mad. He was like, but mom, why didn't you do your job? You were supposed to survey me, make sure that I don't do stupid shit. But you see, what he didn't know is his mommy was as stupid as him when she was a little girl. Because when she was a little girl, she was basically a whore. But you see the twist? She was a real nigger whore. She was in a prostitution ring and she was used for the cum showering. And to make the story short, because mommy did not want to explain everything, the cum stayed on her so long that it burnt off the black skin. It was basically radioactive cum. And so, that is why KFC is stuck in this position right now. Because mommy is a fake white whore and she wanted to give him the life of a real nigger. Because she thought the life of a real nigger was much better. So you see, all of this was planned ahead. Mommy and daddy, they were both on that shit. Together. They made everything look like it was an accident, but it was not. You know why? Because they named him Keith Fisher Clarkson, which is short for KFC. That's all I have to say. This nigger was already named like a nigger, to be a nigger, and to eat the KFC coup. So, this is our story for tonight. I hope you really, really enjoyed good story because I did. On this note, have a great time and see you again on the next episode.